Hey guys, good morning and happy Saturday to you. I've had several people message me and ask me if I would demo the ink heat setting in person versus just giving you instructions. So we're going to do that this morning. While I'm getting stuff pulled up, I'm going to go ahead and set my Cricut Easy Press to a temperature of 330 degrees so it can be warming up. So 330. If you're using an iron, you're going to want to put your heat on a medium to high cotton. So we're going to get this pulled up really quick and shared over onto the VIP page, just in case somebody wants to hop over there. But we are going to heat set live in person because I think some people are visual and they had rather see it than just have instructions. So that's what we're going to do this morning. Really quick as a demo, we're going to heat set these cute little onesies that we made the other day, play all day, and then the cute little sunshine. So we are going to do that this morning. You have to let your heating device get all the way up to what you want it to be. So it needs to get to 330 degrees here, or it's got to get to a high cotton setting before you start. You cannot start before that happens, because if you do, you're not going to do yourself any favors and it's not going to heat set properly. So the other thing that you want to have handy is going to be parchment paper. You can find this in the baking section, pretty easy to find, but you're going to want to have parchment paper, and we're just going to have a thin, small square. We don't need a big one. So I'm going to get this parchment paper ready, and you can reuse your parchment paper too, by the way, if you save it. I tend not to. But you can reuse it for the opposite side. So we are going to, this is almost to 330 degrees, so we're going to do both. Now, I don't have my Cricut Easy Press mat in here. You can have one of those. You can use your ironing board. I'm just using 2 fuzzing cloths to protect my table. But all you're going to do is simply take your shirt or whatever you've done ink on, and you're going to make sure that your parchment paper covers up that design really well. I'm going to go ahead and just cut it so we don't have excess to work with. Do not use wax paper though. A lot of people will make the mistake and use wax paper. Don't use wax paper, guys. You want to use parchment paper. And then once this gets to 330, we're going to be doing this for 30 seconds on this side. So our counter's already set for us. So we're going to take this Easy Press. Make sure our parchment paper is down, and we're going to just kind of roll back and forth on the actual design. I'm not staying in one place. I'm going back and forth for the whole 30 seconds. You're going to want to do that regardless if you're using an iron or an Easy Press, because the heat is super duper hot and you don't want to stick in one place on your fabric because it will burn it or scorch it where it's just nasty and it looks burnt. So once you're done with that one, we're going to take our Easy Press, put it to the side. So this front part is done. We have to flip it inside out and do the same thing on the opposite side. Now, I'm not terribly worried about any ink right here. I do go ahead and put the parchment paper underneath just in case something went crazy and didn't heat set properly. But we have to heat set the back side just like we did the front side for 30 seconds with an Easy Press, or if you're using an iron, you're going to want to do it for 4 minutes. That is 4 full minutes if you're doing an iron. Now, if you don't have either one, you're going to have to get something because you have to have one of the two. You can't not have them. You have to heat set. So you're going to have an iron, or you're going to have an Easy Press to do so. So we're just ironing with the Easy Press. Make sure you push your time thing, because I've done that before where I start moving and I don't realize what the time is because I forgot to set it. So we have one onesie down. The benefit to an Easy Press over an iron is simply time. That's it, guys. If you have time, I would not go spend, you know, $100 on an Easy Press unless you're going to plan on doing these all the time. But there's one little cute onesie. We're going to do the same thing over here. And it's the same application process. Once you heat set it, it is going to be good to go in the washing machine, in the dryer, all of those things. Now, I wash inside out whenever I do have a design that I have done personally. But you're going to be able to wash and dry it just like normal clothes. And we're just getting this side done. Once we do this, we're going to do the same thing and flip it inside out and get this heat set on this back side. So hopefully this helps the visual people, because I know that we do have some visual people. I am one of those people myself. Gotta get the paper. I'm a visual learner, so hopefully it helps you if you kind of were thinking, I know what she's saying, but I have no clue how to do this. So here is a good example, really quick, of where ink maybe went through a little bit more so than the sunshine did. So I'll put a piece of parchment paper underneath, and I'll take this parchment paper right here and just cover it there so it won't get that ink hot on this back side. So we're going to do the same thing here. So if you do have ink bleed through, I highly recommend to put something between your heating device and your actual ink. That way you don't get it on your heating device. So we're just doing this again. Remember that you're moving around for the 30 seconds or for the 4 minutes. You do not want to stay in one place because it will scorch your material because it's that hot. But we're just moving, moving, moving. And once we get done, we are good. So we can turn this onesie back inside out. And this is going to be ready to be shipped off to my little great nephew. And hopefully the size fits him for a minute. So there is Play All Day and our cute little sunshine. All done, all heat set. It's going to be good to go, good to wear, and no worries. So I hope that helped you if you're a visual learner. I know I am, and I can appreciate some visual experience. So I hope that helped you. Y'all have an amazing weekend. Stay safe, my friends, and I will be back live with you chalking on Monday. Thanks for watching.